as you can see from the title, I was seeing if I still had it. And the day before yesterday, I was having a trip to the past. It was nostalgic. It started out with, what song was the first song I played? I think I started out with, oh, I know what it was. It was, must be nice, having someone to understand the life you live. Yeah, that was the first song. Y'all know, ATL, that's my movie. So I played that first. Then I went into Slippin' by DMX, and it was All She Wrote after that. It was like a whole wave of throwbacks, from all the Soldier Boy dances to all the dances I choreographed from high school into my early 20s. Like, and I was trying to see if I still had it, because I used to be able to pop, lock, and drop it like it was nothing. Like, pop, lock, and drop it. Oh, and now my thighs, like the top of my thighs, like when I sit down, once I hit the seat, that shit hurts so bad, y'all. Oh my God, just walking, I'm walking like, so I'm about to get my sea legs a ocean tea blend bath because, yeah, I need it. So I wanted y'all to see my process. This is kind of, I wanted it to be like a luxurious, impactful healing remedy on a budget. I mean, I already had all this in my house, so that's why for me it's like on a budget. But yeah, so I've got essential oils. I know that chamomile is good for inflammation. I know that rosemary is good for inflammation. I know that peppermint and eucalyptus are good, but my eucalyptus and my peppermint are empty. So we not going, yeah, they is empty. They is dried out. I know lavender is good for inflammation. So I just wanted y'all to work with me through my process. I don't have any regular, no, I'm lying. So one of the main reasons why I called it an ocean tea bath was because I have seaweed here, right? I got it off of Amazon. If you guys are interested, I'll leave that link in the description box. Seaweed is so minerally rich, and it helps with muscle pain. So I'm just going to be putting a little bit, and I'm going to be, this is important because we don't want to clog pipes, right? So I'm using my little sachet here. I already had some frankincense tears, some big pieces of pink Himalayan salt, and some rose petals from Egypt in here. So I'm just going to leave those in there for like a blessing and anointing of my little ocean bath, right? A little seaweed. So I've got about like that, a decent amount, like this much, like a handful of the seaweed, y'all, right? So I'm putting this in here so I can mix it all together, then pour it in the sachet bag, right? And then I'm going to go in with my pink Himalayan salt, because this is also rich in magnesium and can be used as a supplement. So can sea salt. So if you have sea salt, like if you just want a self-care day, I mean, everybody needs a self-care day, but ew. Oh, that was salty, y'all. Ugh. When I went like that, all the salt flew up. Hit that like button, please. All right. Right now, I am in the process of course, working on some entrepreneurial ways of income always. And I am currently taking classes that I got a full scholarship, y'all, for a death doula certification. So I'm doing that. But right now, with all the posting I've been doing, and even though I've been getting a decent amount of metric views and all that, the monetization, y'all, I've only made like $5 for like the past 6 months on YouTube. So please hit the like button. That really helps my video get into the algorithm Support this channel. If you're here, interact. Like I always say, I think it's a little creepy when people get on here and they don't comment, they don't interact, and they're just watching you, like monitoring spirits in human form. So yeah, if you're here, please interact. I believe the comments, yeah, the comments should be turned on. Live chat is on, live chat summary. Anyone can participate and there is no message delay, okay? I am going to be, I have a lot of content that I'm going to be posting for y'all. So these are things, so the castor oil, I'm going to show y'all the aftercare of the bath too. So I put in the pink Himalayan salt. I put a lot. I put the rest of the bag, as y'all can see, because my thighs is on 1,000 and I haven't had a bath soak in a while. So in probably like 3 weeks. I stay in the bath, my Pisces ass, and it's perfect too for the Pisces season. Hello from NYC, Radiant Queen. 888 with those angel numbers. 8 is my favorite number since childhood. I always was drawn to 8. And if you know, you know, but this is metaphysical knowledge. This is a metaphysical drop, y'all. This is a blend. Oh my God, it smells so good. This is a blend that I made. It's got rose buds, rose petals, crystals in it. It's got a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm putting some of that in here too. But anyway, what I was going to say was so the earth has an auric field right around it, just like all of us do. And the earth hums at an exact 8 hertz frequency. So there's this like, this was actually proven in the Monroe Institute by somebody who basically founded and initiated the MK Ultra remote viewing projects within the government. I was not expecting to talk about this during this live. Holy shit. Okay, we're doing this. Yeah, so the person he was able to figure out that us humans, us beautifully electric magnetic beings who have been brainwashed, distorted, and manipulated to not know our worth, not know our power, we are able to reach that frequency hum. It's almost like the earth has a heartbeat, and that heartbeat beats at exactly 8 hertz frequency. So there's like, he realized that there was this meditation, this trance that you could put yourself in to where you slow down your breath and your heart rate, and you're able to literally attune to the hummed heartbeat of the earth. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that like just, I mean, they turned it and morphed it into a manipulated mass concealed fucking act against humanity, against children, monitoring children without their consent. This goes back to 1974, you know, where they were studying us in class and shit. I wasn't alive in 1974, but they, you know, they was doing it after that too, but they put it in writing after they got caught, where they felt like parents were getting hip. Like, I don't know about you taking data from my child's learning and shit and sending it to some office that nobody knows exists, and then it's crazy, y'all. They used it for fucked up reasons, but isn't it beautiful that we can attune to a frequency of the earth's heartbeat hum? And a lot of people don't know that. So yeah, I just mentioned that because the number 8 and Radiant Queen 888 on here, her angel number, inspired that. So shout out to you, love. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick my aftercare. At first, I was like, oh, I might put some of this magnesium spraying in the bath too, because it's for like relaxation. I got this because 93% of women are magnesium deficient. Epsom salt has magnesium, you know, and think of it like, you know, what we put on our bodies matters too. It all seeps into our pores and goes inside of us. So I feel like, you know, online and on the internet, everybody's pushing all this healthy eating and all that shit. But like, if you're eating healthy and you are buying store-bought products that you haven't looked into, you haven't read the labels, you might as well be eating McDonald's. You might as well be eating, you know, I'm not even going to get into that because I'm trying to digress today. If you know my channel, you know that I have been pushing hard and heavy for human trafficking, children, missing children, and things like that. So I'm not going to get into all that, which if you know, you know, I'm not about to talk about that right now. But it's important what we put on our body. So magnesium is very nutrient rich. And I got this on Amazon too. If you're interested in this, I can link this below too. It's called Pixie. And it wasn't expensive. So no gimmicks, no fine print. If the product doesn't work out like you hope, email or text us. We will send you a new product or issue a refund. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. And the only thing in here is purified water, magnesium chloride, glycerol, and capryl droxamic acid. Yeah, so all I'm going to do at the end after the bath, y'all, this is going to be the first thing I do when I get out the bath. I'm going to spray my thighs. Because like I said, I was pop locking and dropping it, and whew, I passed the test. Now, I didn't, at first, when I was first doing it, I was actually a little, I'm not going to lie, a little bit, I felt betrayed by my body. I'm not going to lie. Being a dancer for, let me think, how many years? Hold on. 20 some years, me, like professionally, and, you know, organized dance, choreography and stuff. When I was dancing and I wasn't able to do a certain, now what I used to dance, like it wasn't no just twerking, it wasn't just no, you know, it was like real choreo excuse me, real choreography. So the other day when I'm sorry, I don't know where that's coming from. My daughter is sick right now. Okay. You know, when I was trying to do a specific part in my routine, I felt betrayed by my body. I was like, oh, I don't like not having control of my body. And a lot of us are feeling like that. A lot of us are plagued with immune deficiencies, autoimmune deficiencies. If it was real dancing, you wouldn't be on YouTube Live. Oh, yeah, we can, yeah. First of all, who is that? Tactical Slop. I think your name says it all. I'm going to put your ass in Tactical Slop timeout because we don't got time for that today. Yeah, so actually, so this one, let me see. This was this is a rose, and I loved it because it has like rose gold, gold, and silver in it. The chain broke, even though I spent like $200 on it. I was not happy about that. This pendant was given to me when I had my daughter by my dad. Both of these actually have a sad story behind them, these pendants, because this is not the chain that was given originally to either of these. These are two separate pendants. Family actually stole the chain to this one, which is kind of fucked up. Because, like, how do you live with yourself after stealing a mother's base pendant necklace? Like, anyways, so you want a necklace tour, you said? Up here, I have these hanging up here because I cleansed them. And this is Santa Muerte. She is the goddess of holy death. She represents she's there basically for anyone who's been shamed, ridiculed, outcasted. I have a childhood relationship with this goddess. That's why I got this necklace, because I dreamed of her before I even knew who she was, like over and over again, during a time where I was going through thank you, at a time when I was going through a lot of trauma and abuse as a child. I was dreaming of her, and she would come every night. And I thought it was I don't think I knew when I was 8. I was 8 years old. Wow, look at that. Okay, Spirit's talking. Ow, my leg. Whew. So I'm just giving y'all a little backstory. I know you asked for a jewelry tour, but everything I have has an intention and meaning behind it. I don't just put things on my body that, you know, don't have a deep meaning. So I was dreaming of her over and over again. And I don't know if my 8-year-old self thought in my head at that time, like, oh, this is the Grim Reaper. I found out later on as I grew up, like, okay, what I'm seeing, and then seeing like pictures of the Grim Reaper or Scream and depictions like that, the movie Scream, it kind of looks similar, not really, but I was like, I put two and two together, like, hold up, I dreamt of that. And then as an adult, about like 7 years ago, I would say, is when I learned about Santa Muerte. And I'm like, she gets a very bad rep, just like Jesus did. And I might get, y'all might come for me in my comments, either during the live or after, for me making that connection, but I don't give a motherfuck, because just like nobody believed Jesus, nobody believes in the light and the purpose of her, because she will be there for anyone. She'll, just like Jesus was. He accepted the poor, the addicted, the alcoholics, the adulterers, the murderers, you know? And she's the same. So she gets a bad rep because, you know, people in biker gangs or like MS-13 and things like that, they, I guess, have used her name. Okay, second necklace up here. And again, they're hanging up here because I cleansed them. And I wanted them to just hang for a minute, because these necklaces, everything we wear, you guys, they are working as something, whether you realize it or not. The earrings you put on, the hair, the way you wear your hair, what you put on your head, what you don't put on your head, has an effect on you. And we can attune these things to our advantage. And what I mean by that is, like, I use these necklaces as shields, as protection, as they, you know, an occult meaning hidden, not evil. Occult means hidden. The occult term would be amulet or talisman, right? So I cleansed them, I hung them up, because when we put these things on our, because sometimes I'll wear all of them at once, right? They're taking on that energy, just like crystals. They are, why do I always forget this word? They are like energizers, not energizers, but like radiators. Crystals are really good for that, for taking on, so the energy doesn't go to you, it goes to that. So if any necklaces break, any bracelets break, trust and believe that was somebody not necessarily doing spell work on your ass. Okay, here we go. Yes, I love Jesus. Were you not on here when I was just talking about Jesus? Matter of fact, let me show you something. Since we have a Jesus lover in our midst, you guys, look at this. Y'all gonna come for me in my comments for this too. Look. Can you believe something like this exists? Christ consciousness. Who's that? You know, Jesus don't even look like this for real, right? You know, Jesus was a black man. Y'all don't want to get me started. Y'all do not want to get me started. And it's all love and light, baby. But really it's not, because we are not all love and light. That is not how we were created. So I am not projecting negativity. I am not, what's the word? Entertaining your comment. I'm just pushing out knowledge, awareness of things. Just like the Bible is a tool of divination, whether you want to think it's that or not, and has been used in hoodoo practices. The Psalms have all been used in hoodoo practices across the Americas, across America, that slaves from Africa brought over from the motherfucking slave ships, brought them over here because those were their original beliefs, and they had to attune their beliefs because of Catholicism and Christianity. They had to hide their beliefs into the Psalms within the Bible, and people are still doing it today. Everybody that you, every person who goes to church, Baptist, Presbyterian, Pentecostal, don't there's more out there, but mainly like Baptist, Pentecostal, and Presbyterian, a lot of them, it's been documented where people behind the scenes are pushing hoodoo, are doing spells, are sprinkling powder over the altar, doing certain things over the, what are they called? The piers? No, what are they called? The things that people sit in. I can't think of it right now because my mind is just racing. Where is Miss Marlene Coates 3859 from? Where are you turning in from? Pews, exactly. The Ethiopia Bible is facts. Oh, okay. I got to look into that. The Ethiopian Bible. Thank you for the comments. Hit the like button. If you can comment and interact, you can hit the like button. I appreciate it. So back to these necklaces real quick. I'm gonna digress off the whole biblical. Baton Rouge. Oh, I actually I was looking into flights to go there. Um, that's interesting. Oh, you liked me. Have you ever been or lived in the DMV? Because the coat's name is actually very significant to me. So it's kind of cosmic that you're on my live right now. B. Okay, back to the necklaces real quick. So the silver one, because Miss Radiant Queen asked for a jewelry tour real quick, and then we're gonna get back to the bath soak, okay? No. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this one is the goddess Osset, Isis, and this is a scarab beetle. Isn't that, I don't know if y'all can see it. Fuck, it turned over. Look at that. It's a scarab beetle, and the goddess Osset represents motherhood, magic, healing remedies. She is the one more in the forefront. A lot of people don't know how relevant and powerful her sister. Ooh, I just hit the trumpet, y'all. Yeah, something's coming. It's very significant, and I've been getting that too, but I'm not here to do any channeling or mediumships, but to speak on Nephthys, she is the goddess of like mourning, of grief, of the hidden. Look into her. That's specific to somebody here that's on live. So yeah, so after I spray the magnesium spray on my thighs, right, I'm gonna let that soak in, absorb into my skin after the soak, to help with the muscle tension, right? To break up the stagnation in my thighs. Then I'm going to go in with the castor oil, right? And I have castor oil wraps. So I'm going to spray a little bit, squirt a little bit on my castor oil wraps, wrap them around my thighs. I've been feeling that too. Yeah, so real quick, now I'm being called. Did y'all see something about August 12th and how on August 12th, going to look into her, been on a TTC journey, and I feel like my time is coming soon. Yeah, it is. It's here now. I felt a huge shift as soon as Pisces started. As soon as Pisces season started. I am a Pisces sun. Pisces, and my Lilith is in Pisces. My chart is so much water, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so I do birth chart readings, and I am advocating, and I really want you guys, I can't put it in the comments, but I started a petition for human trafficking, and missing children, and just children exploitation. You know, how I look at it is we're all children. Our bodies just grew. Our bodies just got bigger. I still feel, invite a friend to Cash App by 331 for a mystery bonus. Ooh, and if anybody, you know, I'm dropping dimes, I'm dropping knowledge. So if any of you guys want to donate, whether it's 50 cents, 25 cents to my Cash App, it's all greatly appreciated. It is an energy exchange, okay? It's not a donation. If I said donation, I redact that. It is a energy exchange. Thank you for all the hearts, whoever is doing that. My Cash App is Her Soul She Rose. So HER, S as in Sam, OUL, Her Soul. S as in Sam, HERO, S as in Sam, E. Her Soul She Rose. All of the energy exchanges are greatly appreciated. You guys being here is greatly appreciated. Other ways too that you can do an energy exchange is watching my videos, sitting through an ad on one of my videos, liking, commenting, sharing. We, as content creators, we say that, and I know we sound like broken records, but it's literally not just to help us, but if you were guided, if the algorithm brought you to our live, that means that it was one for a reason, of course. And if you stay, it's of course, again, for another reason, but it's also to help your algorithm and attunement too. When you like, share, and comment, it teaches the algorithm to bring you more of what it is that you're liking, commenting, and sharing and saving. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What was I getting into? Oh, August 12th. They were funding this years ago, NASA. It's something about there's supposed to be like a few second gravity pull where like gravity is not gonna be a thing for like several seconds or some shit like that. Go look at it on like Instagram, YouTube, type it in. And then if you can, like, try to tag one of my videos or do something, like, at me on that video, something, just because I gave y'all that. But, like, apparently people are preparing for that. There's a time and everything. There's a date and a time of when this shit's supposed to happen. So I'm saying that, too, when you says it feels like something is going to happen. I feel it collectively. And with this, I hit the trumpet. President Trump, the end times, the Bible. I don't know if it's the Ethiopian Bible. I don't think so. But the Bible talks about the trumpet sounding, right? I mean, they've been sounded off. But like the end of 2019, 2020, when the airborne illness that had a curfew arrived. Okay, so I'm gonna digress. So, yeah. I am also, one important thing to do, you do not want to put raw therapeutic grade or any type of grade essential oil straight into the bath or straight on your skin. You want to dilute it with a carrier oil, you guys. So I have a blend here of sunflower oil mixed with extra virgin olive oil. Do I have my funnel in here? No, I do not. So we just going to try to get this in this sachet bag as neatly and concisely as possible. So yes, and then I'm going to take these sea legs and dip in the ocean bath because my thighs are really, really screaming right now. It was fun though. Like, music is just not the same. I think I'm just going to put it in by hand because I'm going to fuck around and spill this shit. See, I just dropped a mineral rich seaweed in the sink. Anyway, so yeah, like, music just is not the same no more. Like, remember when every song had a dance to it? What song was it that I was listening to where I was like, it was one song. I don't know. But I know I was listening to Pop, Lock, and Drop It, Rock Your Hips, all the Soulja Boy songs, all of them. I even listened, ew, I taste that salt again. Blah, blah, blah. I might not even need to put all of this in here. This might be a blend for another bath. And I do sell products. I do have an Etsy shop. All of that will be clicked in. I know you guys are here now. I know you guys are here now live. But it's funny how I asked the Coats viewer about like whatever you believe we are in the last days. Oh, you asked that. I didn't see that. I believe we're in the last days of what's been going on for decades. I believe that accountability is not an option. I believe that silence is no longer a form of manipulation and suffering against the masses, against those who are innocent, against those who can't defend themselves, against those who no longer have a voice, against those who cannot go out and vote, against those who cannot go out and petition, i.e. children. I believe that, well, it's a known fact from a scientific perspective that the earth is shifting, like moving. You know how things rotate and stuff out there in the solar system? Like, earth is like ascending, earth is shifting gears. And so that's happening on a, planetary level. And then down here, because we're her little children, how I look at it is like earth is like the womb of the Milky Way. The Milky Way is her breastises, which are also planets. Could be the sun or the moon, whichever way you take it, whatever planet it resonates with on your body, or everything represents something. Everything as above, so below, as within, so without, okay? The Milky Way is the milk from her breastises, okay? So I look at it like that. So we being her children, right? We naturally are going to be affected by that. Our DNA is upgrading. We are receiving major solar flares and light codes from the ethers. I have documented proof I ain't gonna put that on here. I'm not giving y'all all that right now. That's too much. Too much. Too much. And I don't even got everybody in here liking everything. I know that's one person hitting the hearts. And you know how I know that's one person only hitting the hearts, y'all? Because I've done that too. You know what I'm thinking? I think I'm going to make a scrub, y'all. I need my mortar and pestle, though, to grind up this seaweed. I think I'm going to... Ooh. My spidey senses are tingling. Someone come get me. Someone come get the... Yeah, you gonna fuck around and find out, Mr. Fuck around and find out. Put your ass in timeout. Hey! Fuck wrong with you. See, now I think I'm about to get the fuck off of here because I'm not about to allow no monitoring spirits or trolls that need to take their negative ass souls back under their fucking bridge to interfere with this sacred unit and sacred corner of YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna make this blend, this scrub, because I've already been on here for too long and I should already be in my ocean bath. Okay, so yeah, peace, love, and light. Miss Radiant Queen 888, if you feel like reaching out to me, my email is always in one of the descriptions on my videos. If you need someone to talk to, you need advice, anything, I'm not looking for nothing from you. Again, energy exchange, I already displayed and mentioned how those can be given and offered. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Stay up, stay discerning, stay protected, stay vigilant, okay? Don't ever think, this is gonna be my last little message. Don't ever mistake or try to be told that your suspicion or your discernment is paranoia. Trust me, walking this path, sometimes you feel a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because you are of rare breed when it comes to those around you, because many are called, few are chosen, okay? And that one is for my chosen ones, okay? Wasn't God looked at as crazy? I mean, I'm sorry, wasn't Jesus looked at as crazy? I think he was. They killed Jesus, right? Or try to make us think that they killed his ass, right? But when he resurrected, where did he go? Matter of fact, I'm going to digress. Okay? I'm going to go get in this bath, this ocean bath. Sending y'all so much protection, discernment, Reiki, healing energy through the screen virtually. All of you will be protected, guided. If you are looking for guidance, listen. Tune into your space. Do not pray and ask for shit. Pray and listen. Okay.